Welcome back to Daily Persuasion. I am Joshua Lisec, the New York Times bestselling author and co-author, a ghostwriter of 96 nonfiction books, and a certified professional hypnotist. It's through this unique perspective, one of a kind, I teach you how to influence the VIPs of your life and career. Today, we're going to pull a quote from one of my clients, Scott Adams, the creator of the Dilbert comic strip and bestselling author of the most popular bestselling and influential personal development books of all time. Recently, he had this post which got 30 million views. It goes as follows. Today, I learned that being a Democrat requires talking over anyone who knows what is real. I just met someone who is sure Hunter's laptop is fake. Trump was never shot in the air, and there is no evidence Hunter was running a criminal operation. I didn't make a dent. So true. Now, in response to this, I had a conversation with a fellow named Matthew Pierce, a self-styled, self-identifying, autistic savant, classically trained cellist and cello teacher. And throughout his experiences, he has encountered people across the political spectrum. He's paid attention to what convinces people to change their minds. It is a very slow process that begins with what he calls the law of radical consensus. And that is the way to get agreement on any issue, regardless of what disagreement is to begin by agreeing that there is a disagreement. And I think that is a fantastic tool for you to possibly use. So Matthew Pierce, great follow, MJ Pierce Cello on X, formerly Twitter, but Pierce and cello is like one word. So it's Pierce, and then the CE of Pierce becomes the cello of the next word. Okay, so it's MJ Pierce LLO. Makes sense? Okay, you got it. And what Matthew pointed out, so we did a space on this a few days ago over on the X platform, what he pointed out is when you begin conversing with someone who disagrees with you, like a Democrat who exists in a reality-free zone inside of their head, where Scott Adams has also shared that men's version of reality, men's stories, is closer to what's really going on with the Trump administration. And there's characters, and there's action, there's excitement, and energy, and courage. But the sorts of stories that women like, melodrama, what people are thinking, how bad can people feel, what bad thing might happen to these characters, how flawed and conniving is everyone. That's 80 to 90% of what stories are that women consume in the United States and in the Western world. So if you pull up MSNBC, you see the female melodramatic fiction version of reality. Now, when you're talking to someone who lives, now that of course, that reality is purely fictional, it's abstract, it's here's what Trump might do, here's what Musk really thinks about you. That's purely fictional. That's not based on reality. When President of Argentina, Javier Milei, walks out at CPAC on stage holding a chainsaw, revving it up and handing it to Elon Musk, who's wearing shades, it doesn't get more guy movie than that. It's like watching professional wrestling as a kid. If you watched professional wrestling as a kid and liked it, okay, you love everything that's happening with the Trump administration. You get the excitement, you get the flair, you get all of that. It doesn't make any sense to you. If you're a woman, in fact, it's probably off-putting. But the point here, where we can draw some lessons from Matthew Pierce's explanation, is, for example, you might say, okay, so I hear you saying that the right, and this is the actual conversation I had, I hear you saying that the right is cruel and they enjoy the cruelty and they're evil on purpose. Now, the right doesn't agree with your characterization of them. I'm on the right. I don't agree with you. And enough of the middle don't agree with your characterization of the right to such an extent that the right was voted into power democratically. President Trump won the popular vote. He won all 7 swing states, and he gained votes in every single state in the nation over the previous election. Can you agree that we disagree about what the right wants. That's the starting point. That's the first agreement. And then continue talking to see what else you can agree on. Okay, so when the right says that we look at Republican values. Okay, their website says, the GOP, they value family, law and order. Okay, can you agree that when they say they value family and law and order, they're telling the truth, that they actually do value that? Oh, we can't agree. Okay, are there enough conservatives and Republicans out there who do agree that they value family and law and order? Okay, we can agree on that. Now, I'm not, no, okay, no, let's bring it back. I'm not saying that they say you as a liberal disagree with that you as a liberal don't value family, that you as a liberal don't value law and order. Can we agree that both parties believe they value family, but they value family differently and it looks different? So the law of radical consensus as developed by Matthew Pierce is you want to focus only on that which you agree on. I think it is a radical and persistent way of pacing someone so that you can lead them. Pace so you can lead, possibly even lead them out of Trump derangement syndrome. But this is only possible if they're not talking over you for knowing what is real. Haven't found a solution for that yet. Sorry, Scott.